Hello, I am Tato Cat and welcome to my channel. Today we are playing The Letter. Previously, we decided to stay with our husband after our best friend said that she slept with him. And we dragged him away, found out he may or may not have slept with her, and he knows for sure that the baby's not his, supposedly. And apparently, we are pregnant. Hannah is pregnant with a baby, and now Luke is pregnant. This is where we left off. Alright, let's continue.
3 months.
She's 3 months pregnant. Wow.
And the twins. Although we don't know yet if they're a boy or a girl or...
I need to click on this. Okay. She has twins. Oh my goodness.
or both.
Good God! Twins! I'm going to be a father!
Yeah.
To two tiny babies!
They could be big babies.
Breathe, Luke! Breathe!
Indeed, yes, do that.
Goodness, Luke, I'm the one who's pregnant here, not you.
No, don't touch me! Stay away!
Uh-oh. A scream cuts off my amusements, and without thinking, Luke and I rush into the foyer. Journal update. Uh-oh. Hannah confronted Luke regarding last night's drama. He confessed he slept with Rochelle, but insisted he's not the father of her child. Accepting his apology, Hannah then informed him that she is 3 months pregnant with twins. Their talk was interrupted when crazed Officer Lee refused to leave the mansion, screaming about helping a crying woman. Ooh. Da da da. There stands a crazed-looking chief inspector, trashing about as he tries to make it up the stairs while Johannes holds him back.
What is going on here?
Und tschüss! All the Schweinehunde must leave, including you, Chef Inspector.
I feel like you call... I don't know German. I feel like Schweinehunde has something to do with pigs.
This one is very problematic and will not leave.
No, you can't make me leave! I need to stay here for her! I need to help her!
Her who?
Oh, Rochelle? She's probably already at home, dearie.
Yeah, we did kick her out.
Or she might have already gone and skipped town. Who knows?
Oh, for the love of... There's no point talking logic in him. Lee, go home. You're drunk.
Can't you hear her crying? She was crying, just weeping and in so much pain last night!
Is he gonna get murdered by the ghost?
I couldn't help her. Drunk, sobbing bastard that I am. But my help. She needs my help. Tell your fucking stupid lapdog to let go of me, Luke!
He is not stupid.
Or I'm gonna knock him down and I'm gonna knock the two of you down too!
My word.
Language! I've already dealt with your wife, so don't make me deal with you, Lee.
Ah, she's doing the crazy face again.
Or I swear I'll...
Hannah, enough. Don't stress yourself over him. It'll be bad for the twins. So go back to your breakfast and let me handle this, okay?
Are you sure?
Oh, this can't go well.
Why wouldn't I be? Now, go ahead and do something less stressful.
Go ahead. And do nothing. There isn't much to do. It seems never step up to the plate and try to take responsibility for something. Perhaps because everything is already being handled by someone hired specifically for that job. And with Johan's overseeing the staff and Luke handling everything else, a whole that doesn't leave much for me. I can't even take the job with delegation because all it takes is a word to one of our senior staff and everything will be taken care of for me. Moving in here a few days ago may have very well been the chore that took the most effort from me. And that didn't take any real effort at all.
Yes, Hannah, go buy a mansion in the middle of nowhere. Good idea. Great plan.
You sound so enthused, Hannah. There are no dishes to set aside and busy myself with. Any mess left behind is now nearly non-existent. To sit on the counter while eating cake is supposed to be my next plan. Alas, there isn't even one to finish off. And I don't really know what brought me to the kitchens in the first place. It's not like I'm craving anything else, nor do I have any unfinished business left here. But there's a calling in this room. Speaking of calling, why not just do that? Might as well, since I have nothing else to do. At least that will require some effort on my part. With how cut off from the rest of Luxembourg the mansion is, and with how long it was abandoned before I moved in, having a landline is out of the question. The solution supposed to be our mobiles, though it isn't much considering how spotty the signal is in the area. It'll take a bit of maneuvering to get even a single bar as it is. It takes a bit, as I said it would. I have to park my rear on one of the coat drawers, but that suits me just fine. Another matter that needs my effort is who to call. She who must not be named is certainly off the list. That doesn't leave me much in the category of close friends who attend the party, along with the category of who else is awake at this early hour. And soon enough I manage, and the call goes through.
Hello, Rebecca Gales here.
Of all people we call Becky.
Who's this?
Good morning, Becky.
Hannah? Oh, wait, how did you get my number?
You responded to your RSVP through the phone. It's all saved in here, of course.
That's not weird at all.
I thought I'd like to say hi and make plans and get together sometime. Also, I'd love to hear news about your mother and father and about you, my dear. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up.
Oh, you're good.
I wonder what time it is.
It's sports day at school today, so I was just prepping for that.
Figures that you'd be a teacher as well. I'm sure your students must absolutely adore you.
Don't know about that.
Mathematics?
History, actually. Anyway, it's real nice to know you've got my number. I was going to ask for yours because Mom wanted to keep in touch.
Oh, just her mum.
You could have asked, silly girl. I would have gladly given it to you.
Couldn't, though, because, well, the thing that happened.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
But really am sorry, though. I gotta run. School, schedule, stuff. Is there anything else you want to say? Don't want to use the mobile while driving.
Oh, of course, of course. I shouldn't keep you. But I wanted to thank you for your company yesterday.
Not a problem.
And for that other thing as well.
Story updated.
What for now?
The thing I don't look at in case of spoilers, although it seems a journal gives me just as many spoilers, honestly.
For what you said to me, with what had happened. It's been very helpful in...
Oh, no. The grudge is back. The call starts to go static, much to my frustration. A strange creaking noise drowns out most of her words, too. I doubt she can understand what I'm saying. mind completely dies. I can feel a headache coming along. It's just building up and starting from a light throbbing on one side of my head. The static is gone, and that helps a lot. But there's still an incessant, horrible clicking. Again, and again, and again. Which doesn't make sense. The moble's turned off, isn't it? And if it isn't coming from the phone, then where? Don't do it. Don't go in the cellar. Looking about, I can't help but let my eyes be drawn to the hatch leading into the wine cellar once more. Test. That's when the clicking stops, and I can hear that crying, that familiar crying from before. I'm going to read the journal now. Hannah called Rebecca Gales, hoping to catch up with an old friend. The talk got interrupted by a horrible clicking and the cry of a woman from the wine cellar. ... Oh, now you don't have spoilers. Now you don't, Mr. Journal, sir. What happened the other day, when I was told that nobody should have been down there? I tried to forget it because of how it had unsettled me so. One could hardly do that when I'm looking at the very thing I'm trying to forget. Somebody is crying down there again. But if I leave it alone, it simply won't stop bothering me for the rest of the day. Don't do it. Let me have a choice. They might have forgotten to lock it with the party going on.
This again! If somebody is pulling my leg, I will not be happy!
Bad Hannah. Bad Hannah. Cheering up. All it takes is a bit of pull to open the hatch. As I look down the cellar, a sense of uneasiness washes over me. It isn't just a sudden onset of vertigo and nausea, but also the darkness. I'm also preparing myself mentally for a quick time event. It's suffocating. And as I look down, it feels as if it's looking back at me because there's a dead person down there. I worry that something will suddenly pull me into the depth, because it will. The cries don't beneath the shrieks that start echoing in my head, high and shrill like nails being dragged across the chalkboard. I would just call those screams. They're all screaming, shouting at me, and I can just feel her rage. She wants to drown me, drag me down, and crush me in the very depths of darkness until there's nothing left of me. The deep abyss waits for me. My death. They're calling for it. This is a nightmare. There's a rope around my neck, and I can feel the rest of me being torn apart. And they're all still screaming. I'm screaming, though it's not my voice that escapes my lips. It crawls through the plumbing and forcing its way up my throat, like putrid bile. I choke and gag, yet I scream and shriek all at the same time. And I'm me, but not me. Objective, resist the ghost and close press tab to skip. What? Oh! I was reading the thing! Okay, game. You can't start the quick time events game while I still have to read the instructions. That's just not fair. Okay? They're all the way in the corner. All the stuff is happening, like, in the center. Like, just mean. Mean. Shall smote you with my smoty powers. It pushes me down. Oh, sorry, forgot to be British. It pushes me down to my knees before I'm prone to and vulnerable on my stomach. It makes me tumble, and I can just feel my whole body seizing, writhing on the floor. Everything and nothing hurts. It feels like I'm on the verge of death. And if I'm not dying, I nearly wish I actually am.
Hannah? Hannah, what is going on in there?
Why are you?
Prince!
Prince? Did she just randomly call her husband that, or is the ghost calling her a prince? Confusion. Seeing Luke, something snaps back, and I'm able to take a gasp of air on my own volition for the first time in what felt like centuries. I would have rejoiced and cried for his name. The pain did not wreck my body. Oh, achievement safe in safe hands. That's cute. Instead, all I can do is stare listlessly as he comes to my side and lifts me up, cradling me in his arms. He tries to get me to my feet, perhaps to take me out of here, but all he's able to do is to get me to sit and make sure I'm not trashing on the floor. I can still feel my muscles spasm, limbs jerking like a puppet on strings. Like a puppet on a string, even. Luke holds me tight and keeps me still, so that I do not hurt myself anymore. Whatever it is that happened, has my mind feeling frayed and battered. Eventually the pain dies down to a dull ache. My own tongue stops feeling like cotton. It's only now that I can feel the wetness on my cheeks, tears streaking down my face. Coughing rocks my body now that I don't feel like choking. And it just all feels so horrible. But I don't care. I don't care.
Luke, please!
What happened here? Who did this to you?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Shh, it's all right. You're safe now, Hannah. You're safe now.
Famous last words. ... Zachary. Are we ever gonna figure out who this ghost is? Profiles. Okay. Zachary. Zach Steele. Birthday March 20th, Pisces, 31 years old. Height 6 foot. 183 centimeters. Occupation, freelance photographer. Nationality, American. Religion, agnostic. Education, diploma in digital film. Likes, pie, photography and filmography. Documentaries, cooking, acoustic guitar, and video games. Before his parents' death, he lived in New Jersey, where his family owned a diner and bakery. He and his older sister were orphaned due to a hate crime, and they were forced to move to England, where their grandparents lived. He had loved cooking and helping out with their old diner, but grew lazy and disinterested after the incident. It did not help that he was one of the few blacks in a predominantly white community at the time. His passion for the visual arts was sparked when he found old Polaroids and home movies of his parents. Freelancing helped pay his rent, but the man had long set his sights on the indie film scene. It was during the creation of his first documentary that a robbery occurred and Ashton was there to investigate. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time led Zachary being placed as a suspect, but the rookie detective helped him clear his name. Well, isn't that nice of Ashton? I would try to do a voice for him, but as you can tell, I'm struggling to do my own voice. The pleasant aroma hits me long before I cross the threshold. Faint but light and warm, a reminder of what home is. Pa's stern but commanding gaze, Ma's tender smile, the sunlight filtering through the eaves in the morning, and the distinct smell of cinnamon and vanilla as it drifts through the air every time something cooks from the room. The room. Our room. Ma and Pa's pride and joy. My sister and I, too, eventually. But we ain't allowed there. Not yet. Not until we're taller or older. Not until we've learned how to take care of ourselves and not burn our hands or reach the cupboards without having to be lifted.
But a little peek wouldn't hurt, yeah?
The floorboards are cold under my feet, more than it usually is. The walls more forbidding than what I'm used to. Farther and farther the room goes. Ma's singing ceases and Pa.
No, please wait! I'll be good! I'll sleep on time! Don't go!
I can't hear Pa. Not above the ruckus clanging and the deafening roar of gunshots, nor the screams replacing the comforting soft melodies. There's only the blinding fear. When my foot slips, the red sea that catches me is bitter and frigid, but the blood that drips in my hand is warm, warm, warm. It ain't my blood. The walls tumble and everything goes quiet. Oh, poor Zachary. He also has a dinky apartment. I thought his apartment would be at least a little bit bigger. He also has one of those famous clocks that's only right twice a day. It's very clean. And it sounded like the journal got updated. No. Was that the tree line? The story thing? The story thing always gets me. It takes a few moments for everything to fall into place, for my eyes to adjust to the relative darkness of the room. Despite the pleasant chill, the AC brings my shirt is clinging tightly to me, and my blanket a tangled mess around my throat. Morning has not even arrived as yet.
Way too early for this thing, man.
Yeah, that happens. And too long. Too long since the last I've woken up drenched in my own sweat, head littered with thoughts that are gone as soon as my eyes open. All too often, only imprints and brief images are left to haunt me for the rest of the day, or until my mind forgets about it. Dear God, whichever comes first. Yet vivid or not, what little I can remember does not matter. Regardless, the desperation sticks, clawing up, pushing, urging me to relive every moment, every sensation, and there's a twinkle in Ma's eyes when she looks up from her work. Flour dusting her nose and cheeks. The scent of freshly baked bread wafts from the oven as soon as Pa opens it, and the homely fragrance of honey fills the room. He reaches up to wipe the small beads of sweat away from his forehead before gesturing for me to come closer. The moment he spots me on my little hiding place behind the door. In my little hiding place behind the door. I expected him to be angry, but his pat on my back when I come within his arm's reach is encouraging enough. Well, we'll have a taste of these first before we put it up for sale tomorrow. You up for it, little man? Is it good enough? A knock cuts through the air before I can answer. Sharp, heavy, demanding, familiar. So distantly familiar. Ma ushers me out to the kitchen when Pa moves to answer it. But I know what waits outside. The taste of blood in my mouth sends an unpleasant churning in my gut. Miles' apron crinkles under my tight grip. Something snaps back into place. My bed remains in utter disarray. The walls still need a new paint job, and the wall clock ticking opposite my bed is as unsettling as ever. Ash is right. I should have already replaced that when I had the chance.
You're no longer there, Zachary. Here and there are miles apart. Calm down. Breathe.
Poor Zach. The pressure of my own fingers against my temple is a welcome sensation over the anxiety crippling me. It never really did anything to stave off the headache sure to follow after this before, but it grounds me. A little reminder that I am safe, away from that place I once called home, from pause. The urgency with each rap that follows finally chases away the ghost threatening to hang around. Why anyone thinks it's a good idea to knock at someone else's door this late confuses me. Nana would chase them all away with a broom if she was here. But no matter, it's a welcome break from the thoughts about to take and will return if left festering. It's probably just Ash anyways, looking for a place to crash. Looking for a place to crash. Wonder of wonders why he's bothering with the courtesy when he never did so before. Even with that hunch though, habit compels me to check who it is through the people. A ghost. Better safe than sorry, they say. Except the person that greets me on the other side ain't him. Unless his hairs grew longer overnight, and he started wearing a ponytail, of course, which I highly doubt will happen anytime soon, no matter how funny that looks in my head. I waste no time to opening the latches.
Isabella, it's late.
A safe haven. Oh, she's purple. Why is everyone purple when they become scared? There's something I can't quite pinpoint in her eyes when she looks up. Her face is a pallid shade. Purple. Shoulders tense, breathing heavy, and an uncontrollable shaking in her hands as she's trying to hold back. Hide, if I didn't know any better.
Hey, Zach. Sorry. I know it's weird for me to show up at this hour, but you were the closest to my office, and...
Oh, so this is happening after their quit time event with her.
No. It's perfectly fine. I'm not really working on anything right now.
Except waking up from a terrible memory nightmare thing.
Do you want to come in?
Is it all right? I know you should be sleeping at this hour, but I thought... I'm sorry, I just thought... I have no idea why I went here. My feet just moved on their own after I got out of the office, and...
And can you, like, tell us word stories? No. Why you're afraid of your office? That'd be helpful.
Sorry.
She trails off, her voice lost in the muggy night air. I wait for her to say more, but instead, her only response is a downward shift of her gaze. Back to her still trembling hands, as emotion alone is enough in an explanation. A minuscule gesture. Easy to miss if one is not paying attention. Well, we'll see if we actually get to hear about the ghost from Isabella in the next episode. I am Tato Cat. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.